Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to Music and Movement, virtual edition. We started this in the summer and we're going to continue our virtual programming through the fall, and we're excited to get started. So this is our first week of Music and Movement, and we're going to get started with our normal opening song for this program, Can You Sing High? So my part's on the left, underlined in black, your part's on the right in highlighted yellow, and I'll play both parts, and it goes like this. Can you sing high? Can you sing low? Can you sing fast? Can you sing slow? Are you ready? Are you set? Let's go. All right. So yeah, if you've sung that song before, that one's probably pretty easy by now. If you haven't done it before, you'll catch on. And you sing along with what I play on the piano, and it's kind of a call and response thing. Super fun. All right. So today, I want to talk a little bit about what this program is going to look like in the fall. So it's going to look a little different than usual. We're not going to do a book. We are going to focus on music skills and movement activities. So we're going to open with that song every week, and then I'm going to show you guys an instrument, which is what's going to come next, and then we'll use that instrument for our nursery rhyme type songs, and then we will do some kind of movement activity, and then we'll wrap up. So it'll probably be just a little bit shorter, but it'll still be lots of fun, high energy, lots of music and movement, as the name implies. And then you guys can go on about your merry way. So, without further ado, our first instrument is all over the floor. Our first instrument is the xylophone, and the xylophone is really cool. The kind that I have, it's very colorful. It has blue, green, yellow, orange, red, purple, and white bars for different notes. And then look, there's another blue one, and that's because these two are the same note with the same name, just an octave apart. Isn't that cool? So xylophones work with mallets, which I dropped on the floor. And that's why we keep it back up set. So the way that it works is I strike or hit the bars, and then they make a sound. And so we're going to use this instrument to play along with our songs, our nursery rhymes. Okay, and the first one is head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So while we're singing this song, you're going to hear the xylophone instead of the piano, and it'll give you kind of a different way to hear these songs than we have done in the past. Okay, so we're going to start like we normally do with head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Really, really slowly. Okay? So everybody real quick, find your head, right up here. Find your shoulders. Find your knees, these guys right here. And your toes are way down at the bottom on the floor. Okay? All right, you ready? We're going to go slow. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears, and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Pretty easy, right? Yeah, let's see if we can go a little faster. Ready? And here we go. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears, and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. There we go. A little bit more fluid. I bet you guys can do it really, really, really fast. You ready? Let's try it. Let's see if I can keep up with the xylophone. Ready? Head, shoulders, and toes, and toes. Head, shoulders, and toes, and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. It gets a little crazy whenever we start singing that fast. Okay, so now we're going to sing a different song. We're going to move on to Old MacDonald. Now, Old MacDonald is famous for his farm, and on his farm he has lots of animals. So I want you guys to think of some animals that you would choose. Think about it. All right, I'm going to pick 4. The first one is one that I don't really hear very often. It's a donkey. We don't seem to pick donkey very often, but there's a donkey at the farm across the street from my house. So we're going to sing about a donkey first, okay? All right, ready, and Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had a donkey, E-I-E-I-O. What does the donkey say? E-haw. With an e-haw here and an e-haw there, here and e-haw, here everywhere and e-haw. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. That's a silly sound that a donkey makes, isn't it? Okay, so now let's do a cow next. And on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. All right, next let's do a duck. And on that farm he had a duck, E-I-E-I-O. With a quack, quack here and a quack, quack there. Here a quack, there a quack, everywhere a quack, quack. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. All right, we'll do one more. But before we do, what do you think of the xylophone so far? It's kind of a high, shrill, piercing, like loud tone. You have to be really careful to enunciate. Use all of your vowels and consonants, all the letters in the word so you can hear through it. And so I'm going to try extra hard to do that and make sure you can understand what I'm saying. But yeah, it's kind of a neat little sound to have. Let's do, for our last animal, let's do a pig. Okay, so on that farm he had a pig. And on that farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. With an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Wasn't that fun? Good job, guys. All right, we got one more. This is Mary Had a Little Lamb. Now, this is going to be kind of tough on the xylophone because usually Mary Had a Little Lamb is a really easy, fluid, kind of relaxing song. And the xylophone makes sounds like that. And so it's going to be a little weird to play. We'll see if we can play it smooth and gentle, okay? Ready, and here we go. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. There we go. Good job, guys. Thanks for singing along with me. I hope you liked the xylophone. It did its job very well. And so now we're going to put it away. And maybe we'll come back to it later. Okay. Thanks for the help, xylophone. All right. So our next activity is going to be movement. And we're going to do this super fun song called Let Us Chase the Squirrel. And it has a lot of different movement stuff going on, different motions that you can do, things you can do with your body. And I don't have space to do all those things with the piano here and the xylophone that I just moved over there. So I'm going to move over off camera where there's more space, and then the camera, we're going to do a little bit of magic to move it over there. Ready? We're going to snap our fingers and it'll move over. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we are. Okay, so like I said, this song is called Let Us Chase the Squirrel. It's super fun. I'll sing it for you real quick so that you know kind of what's going on in the song. Okay, so it starts, let us chase the squirrel, up the hickory, down the hickory. Let us chase the squirrel, up the hickory tree. Okay, so we're going to break down those little parts and do different movements with all of them. So when we sing, let us chase the squirrel, chasing, I'm going to run in place. But if you guys want to kind of run around, if you want to set up an obstacle course, if you want to kind of roll, if you're like watching from a big bed or something like that, then you can do all those movements. But we're just going to move around while we sing, let us chase the squirrel, just like that, okay? Then we're going to sing up the hickory, and we're going to use our body as the hickory. Hickory is a kind of tree. Okay, so I want you to stand strong and firm like a tree and sing up the hickory, down the hickory, just like that. Okay? And then we'll sing, let us chase the squirrel. And then we'll sing up the hickory tree. And I want you to make yourself into a tree. Your arms can be the branches, your hands can spread out like the leaves, and we'll be a tree. And you can do weird, cool, funky shapes like this. Okay? Just like that. And then we'll sing through it. And at the end, I want you to think about what time it is. How does the weather feel outside? It's hot, right? That's because we're in the summer. And in just a few weeks, it's officially on the calendar, not on Texas's calendar, but on everybody else's calendar, it's going to be fall. And we call it that because the leaves fall off of the trees. And we're going to be impatient. We can't wait for fall. So whenever we go out like a tree like this, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and then we'll shake and fall down. So the whole tree doesn't normally fall down, but we're going to be the leaves and fall down. Okay? All right. So let's start with let us chase the squirrel. Ready? Let us chase the squirrel. Up the hickory, down the hickory, let us chase the squirrel, up the hickory tree. All right, be a tree. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shake and fall. Okay, wasn't that fun? All right, so now we're going to do it 2 more times, and we'll do the chipmunk. We'll chase the chipmunk instead of the squirrel, and then the 3rd time we'll chase the kitty instead of the squirrel. All of these animals like to climb trees. Okay? Ready? So this time, let us chase the chipmunk. Remember? Ready? And let us chase the chipmunk up the hickory, down the hickory. Let us chase the chipmunk up the hickory tree. All right. Spread out, big tree. And 1, 2, 3, shake and fall. Isn't that fun? All righty. All right, your hands stand on up one last time. We're going to sing Let Us Chase the Kitty. Are you ready? And let us chase the kitty up the hickory, down the hickory. Let us chase the kitty up the hickory tree. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, shake and fall down. All right, wasn't that fun? Okay, so now we're going to finish up. We're going to sing 2 more songs, and we're going to head back over to the piano, okay? Ready to do some magic with me? 1, 2, 3, close your eyes, and open. All right, here we are, back at the piano. Wasn't that fun? I like Let Us Chase the Squirrel. It's always fun to move around and pretend to be animals and trees and all that fun stuff. All right, so we're going to close up with The More We Read Together and See You Later Alligator. I hope you've enjoyed our new format. Like I said, a little bit shorter, but lots of fun, high energy, fun stuff to do. Okay? We're going to start with The More We Read Together. Everybody put your hands together. Ready? The more we read together, the more we read together, the smarter we'll be. 'Cause books make us smarter, and smart kids go farther. The more we read together, the smarter we'll be. All right. Okay, so then for our last song, it's called See You Later Alligator. We'll sing about a whole lot of different animals saying goodbye in lots of different ways. And so you can just figure out some hand motions to do that mimic those animals. We get to do a lot of pretending to be animals today. Okay? So here we go. See you later, alligator. Okay? Thanks for joining us today, guys, and thanks for watching. We'll see you alligators later.